Money is a mindset to me. You are always rich in your thoughts before you are rich physically. Faith. You guys don't have to stress all the time about situations that you can't control. Give it to God. Now I started just giving my problems to God. Like, act as your higher self and you become your higher self. That's the easiest way to manifest and attract things, is to acting as you would act if you're already in that position, okay? You don't ever want to be too accessible to anybody. Do not take advice from someone who's not where you want to be in life. Stop seeking validation from people, okay? I'll be delusional before I let reality kill my mood. That's why a lot of people be like, oh my God, social media is toxic. Social media is this, that. No, your feed is toxic. Change your feed. Change what you are looking at. You have power. You guys literally have 100% power over your life. And when you realize that, life will become so much easier.
Don't waste my time, no party. I don't just wanna chill with you.
Hey guys, it's Jaelah Monae and I'm back with another video. You guys seen the title, so of course you guys already know what's going on, what I will be talking about. In today's video, I'll be telling you guys some habits that have literally transformed my life and transformed my mindset as well. So I'm going to be giving you guys some advice that will definitely help you guys, okay? Like, it helped me become the person that I am today, all the different things that I've did, the different mindset shifts I had. It literally just transformed my life. Like, I'm at a place in my life right now, like I can actually say like I'm genuinely happy, I'm genuinely content, I'm trusting God's process and everything like that. And I'm just honestly just really happy with myself, happy with my life, happy with the people around me. So I'm gonna just be giving you guys some advice and some tips to tell you guys how I got to where I am today. If you guys are wondering, I'm in my shop right now. I am a lash tech, guys. On that topic, I just dropped my ebook, How to Gain and Manage Clientele for all my business owners. So make sure you guys do go purchase. It's $25. And I'll tell you all the tips, tricks, gems that they do not tell you guys in the industry, okay? I will leave the link to that in the description down below, but I'm not gonna make the intro super long. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video, comment, subscribe, share, have your post notifications turned on so you guys do not miss an upload from me, because why would you want to miss an upload from me? Why? Okay, so yeah, I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm currently painting. I started this painting like a week ago and did not finish it, so I was like, perfect time to finish while I'm talking to you guys. So yeah, so one thing that I will tell you guys that has literally changed my life is watching what I say, okay? And watching what I say, as in certain words you will literally never hear come out my mouth. Certain words as in, oh, I'm broke, why isn't this working out for me, oh, I feel ugly today. No, power of tongue is super important. And I feel like us as human beings, our soul literally reacts off how we feel. So us as human beings, I feel like our mind and soul go off of how we feel and what we say, because what else is it gonna go off of? So if you're saying, if you're calling yourself ugly, you're gonna believe that. Your soul is going to believe that. So word of tongue is super important, super important. And I will catch myself if I feel like I'm about to say something that shouldn't be said, because I just feel like what you speak comes back to you. So yeah, power of tongue is super important. Try to think of other phrases, but you never want to say stuff like you're broke and everything, you feel ugly, because that's just putting it into existence. And if you don't say it, you won't believe it. Like, try saying something like, I don't really like this hairstyle on me right now, I'm gonna try something different, or this hairstyle isn't really suiting me, or my skincare is acting up right now, but it's gonna get better. You need to learn how to turn something negative into something positive. Like I said, like our bodies, I feel like, go off of the things that we say. Like, it doesn't know better. So if you're saying, oh my God, I'm broke, that's what you're going to portray now. That's literally what you're going to portray. It's really good to do affirmations too. I started saying, you know, I'm a money magnet. Look at yourself every day in the mirror and say, I am beautiful. Like, Jaelah, you look beautiful today. Like, even if you don't feel it, because we could be realistic, we don't feel beautiful all the time, but even if you don't feel it, just saying it to yourself, feeding yourself positive energy will make you feel like it. You're gonna portray that, because that's what you're putting out there. What you put out comes back to you times 10. Something else that I've done that I feel like has helped me tremendously and changed my life, going on an unfollow spree, choosing who I follow wisely, okay? Because look, we use social media a lot. I'm like, what the heck? we use social media a lot, so you want to make sure if you are using, like, say you use Instagram a lot, you want to make sure if you're using Instagram a lot that you're seeing positive stuff. Me personally, I don't follow the shade room or nothing negative. Like, I want to see on my feed, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a lash artist, YouTuber, I want to see stuff that relates to my life. I don't want to see drama. I don't want to see what happened with Krishan and Blueface. I don't want to see that. Like, so my friends will be like, oh my god, like, you heard what happened with Krishan? I'm just like, huh? Like, I don't, like, I won't hear nothing. I don't follow the shade room. They be like, what the heck, like, you live under a rock. No, I'm at peace. I just, like, and who wants to look at all that negativity every day? Like, and I used to follow the shade room. I'm not gonna act like I just never followed them. I used to follow them, but it was so draining constantly seeing something negative. And as far as an unfollow spree, people who don't, I feel like, align with my life, align with my path, people who just out every day drinking, posting, they out parties every day, I unfollow because I don't want to see that on my timeline. You know, now I feel like my timeline, I see a bunch of business owners, I see a bunch of motivational quotes. Like, I want to be motivated by social media, and I feel like that's why a lot of people be like, oh my god, social media is toxic, social media is this, that. No, your feed is toxic. Change your feed, change what you are looking at. You have power. You guys literally have 100% power over your life, and when you realize that, life will become so much easier. Another thing I did that literally transformed my life is getting up early. And I was never a morning person, guys. Like, morning to me was 11 a.m 12 p.m, like, that was early to me. Now I usually get up like around like 8 a.m 9 a.m, and your day is honestly just so much more productive. I cannot stress that enough. Like, so much more productive when you get up earlier. Get up, make your bed, drink some water, go to the gym. I started actually going back to the gym because I usually be on and off with it. Like, I'll be consistent one week, next week I'm not, next week I'm consistent. But I feel like lately I have been pretty consistent with going to the gym, and it's a good, like, release. I feel like if you're holding in a lot of anger, you feel like you just had a bad day, I feel like definitely find something that you enjoy that lets off steam, and going to the gym is good for you, especially first thing in the morning. That sets the tone for your day, and you should be productive almost every day. Sundays are rest day, but Monday specifically, do not lay in your bed all day, because Monday sets the tone for how the rest of your week is going to go. So Mondays, y'all want to make sure, like, y'all getting up, getting active, doing what you have to do, you know? Honestly, like, I don't know, like, I love the gym. Like, the hard part, don't be being at the gym. The hard part is actually getting up to go to the gym. So I just have to, you know, find motivation in it. Like, just remember, okay, Jaelah, you want your body to look like this for the summer. Like, you just have to find motivation in it, honestly. But I honestly love the gym. Like, and I'm so delusional, y'all. Like, I'm so delusional. Like, I'll come from the gym and basically say, what you call it, I could already see a difference in my body. Like, I literally, and sometimes in this world we live in, you have to be delusional. Like, I'll be delusional before I let reality kill my mood. Remember I said that, okay? Wise words from Jaelah Monae, okay? Another thing, guys, stop seeking validation from people, okay? Seeking validation from people, it could be as little as you basically sending a picture that you want to post to your friends. You already think this picture cute, but you just want other people's opinions. So you send them to your friends. Four of them say, yeah, cool, it's nice. One of them say, no, your hair look kind of funny in there. Your eyelash is crooked. Whatever the case is, now you don't even want to post a picture. This picture that you loved, but you let somebody else's opinion change how you viewed yourself and change something that you wanted to do. Stop seeking validation from people. And half the time, guys, we seek validation from people who don't even love themselves. So it's just like, how am I gonna ask you for advice? You don't even love yourself, but I'm asking you about a picture I should post on my feed. That's why, like, just start doing what you want to do, guys. Like, you don't always need validation from people. Never let no one change how you view yourself. When you don't seek validation from people and you know who you are, anytime someone has something to say about you, negative, whatever it is, you're not even listening, because you know who you are. When you know who you are, any interpretation, anything anybody can say about you, whatever the case is, it won't matter to you, because you know who you are. People who are uncertain with themselves, they feed into that. Like, well, you said that about me, oh my god, is this true? No. If someone would be like, Jaelah, like, you're very selfish, you're inconsiderate, I would just look at them like they're crazy. I would look at them like they had 10 heads, because I know who I am. You can't tell me who I am, because I know who I am. So know who you guys are. Find yourselves. Spend some time alone. And I'm gonna get into my next one, guys. Don't be afraid to be alone. Don't be afraid to spend time by yourself. You guys see I'm literally sitting in here by myself. Like, and I love it. Like, people be like, Jaelah, like, you're so lonely, like you don't got no friends. No, I'm at peace. It's a difference, because everyone with all them groups of friends, they be in mess. I can't even tell you the last time I was in some drama. So definitely learn how to be alone. Honestly, like, that's number one on the list. I should have said that first. That's the best thing I feel like I could have ever done in my life. And when you rely on people, you'll never get nothing done. Like, you see most of my YouTube videos are alone, because I don't want to have to rely on people for content. In the beginning of my YouTube journey, you guys remember, if you are real OGs, I was always collabing with different people. And then when it was time for me to do my own stuff, I was lost, wasn't getting no views. And it's just like, learn how to be alone. Learn how to do stuff alone. If you can't be alone and be your own friend, how are you going to expect anybody to love you if you don't even love yourself, if you don't love your own company? You know, and I feel like I'm a strong believer, everything in this life is temporary. Like, God forbid something was to happen to someone you love the next day. You don't want to be, oh my God, like, I don't know what to do without this person. Like, you can love people, be around people, but at the same time, learn how to be by yourself. That is so important. Take yourself out on dates. Learn yourself. I feel like a lot of us don't know ourselves, and that's not like an easy process. It's gonna take time. Like, I can't say I fully know myself, but I know enough of myself to, you know, not allow certain shit, not take certain shit from people and everything like that. Another thing, guys, do not take advice from someone who's not where you want to be in life, okay? Like, it's literally pointless. I'm gonna save y'all the stress now. Like, why am I taking advice from somebody? You're not even where I want to be, so why am I gonna listen to you? I want to listen to people who's where I want to be, so I can get actual advice. I feel like if you're not where I want to be and you're giving me advice, you're giving me an opinion. Honestly, that's how I look at it as. And who I hang around, guys, I like to hang around people who are just as like-minded as I am, who, you know, same goal-driven, has the same type of mindset as me, you know, that we can engage in conversations with each other. If I want to bring up YouTube, if I want to bring up lashes, I want them to be able to engage. I can't hang around nobody who cannot engage in a conversation that I am talking about. That's why since I was younger, guys, I literally always steered more towards older people. I don't know why, but I always get along. Even now, still, I get along with older people, and they don't even believe that I'm 21. I was about to say 22 because my birthday's next week, but they don't even believe that I'm 21. They be like, what? I thought you were 25. I thought you were 26. Because my mentality is so mature, and I always just hang around older people anyway, so you would assume that I'm older. But yeah, guys, if you didn't know, I'm only 21. So yeah, and I like to just hang around people who are doing better than me, guys. Hang around people who are doing better than you so you can learn from them. Don't hang around people where you're their motivation. Hang around people where they are your motivation, okay? If you're hanging around people who are, I don't want to say under you, but who are doing less than you, who look up to you, how are you ever going to be motivated? Just because you're not where they're at, they're going to say, you know, they're going to just gash your head up like, oh my God, like, you're doing a lot. And you are doing a lot, but you want to still hang around people who are doing better than you so you can do more. And that was like, that's a big thing, guys. That is a big thing. Going out every weekend has to stop, guys. Think about it. You're at the club all night until like 4 a.m. You come back in the house 5 a.m. You don't get up to 1, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Look how much of a day that you wasted. For what? Just to drink and get drunk? That, like, it's just unproductive, guys. And I used to be such a partier. Like, it was who I was hanging around. I feel like this is when I would surround myself with the wrong crowd. And I feel like that's why who you hang around is super important, because you tend to pick up on your friends' habits and everything. So I was going out partying all the time, and it was just draining. I wasn't being as productive with my business. Now I'm literally at the shop almost every day, guys. Like, I don't play about my business, and I feel like if I never went through that stage, I wouldn't be here to give y'all this advice that I'm giving y'all. I feel like a lot of people have a bad case of FOMO. You guys don't want to miss out on a party. And I'm at the point in my life, I'm over drinking. Like, I'm just like, I don't know. And I used to really be a drinker, but when I started getting closer to God and everything like that, and I'm gonna get more into that later on, I just kind of like just steered away from all of that. It doesn't really do nothing for me anymore. I'm not really into it. Like, I'll drink here and there, and I go out on occasions. That's the thing. People go out every weekend. What are you celebrating every weekend? That just does not make sense. It's nothing wrong with going out on occasions, and stop just getting blackout drunk, guys, okay? It's not cute. You wake up, you don't remember nothing. It doesn't feel good, and I've been there. Everything that I'm talking about, I've been there, and I want you guys to learn from me. I want you guys to better your life, and I want you guys to just be the best version of yourself that you can be. So yeah, I was going out literally all the time, drinking, getting blackout drunk, waking up not remembering nothing, having people tell me what happened, and it just did not make me feel good. I felt like liquor is demonic. Like, if I can't remember nothing when I wake up from a drunk night, that mean a demon was attached to me. That's what is given. Like, I hated that feeling. That's why I do not drink that much, honestly. Like, I'm not a fan of it. Like, I'll do a little wine, a little mixed drink, but taking 50 shots a night, no, count me out, count me out. Something else that I feel like helped me was learning to categorize my friends, okay? Not every friend belongs in the same category, and I'm gonna tell you why. You have different friends for different things. You might have a party friend. You might have a friend, oh, we could do Bible studies together. You might have a friend who you could just vent to. You have close friends, you have best friends. Learn to start categorizing your friends. We be mad when this person told all your business when that's not the friend you're supposed to vent to. Maybe that's just a friend you could go out and party with. Maybe that's just your co-worker. Stop calling everybody your friend. Like, and I didn't mean it as categorize your friends, because I feel like a real friend you shouldn't have to categorize. A real friend should have all the traits that you can do. Just start categorizing the people that are in your life. You can't vent to everybody. Not every listening ear is good, guys. Stop telling everybody your business. And I used to be like that so bad. Like, I could meet somebody in the first 10 minutes. I'm literally telling them my whole life. I had to stop doing that. You don't want people to, like, especially someone you just met, like, give people time. Make sure you guys are setting boundaries, okay? Not everybody deserves access to you. Start limiting your access to people. You don't ever want to be too accessible to anybody. Once someone feels like you're accessible, they feel like they can do anything to you, treat you like anything. You call them, you're going to be there, you're going to stop what you're doing. And that's what I have to stop doing, because I was such a yes man. Like, I just wanted to please everybody. Like, I would have a book day, someone asked me to do something, and I still find a way to try to squeeze them in my schedule. If someone wants you to do something and you have to rearrange your schedule to do it, don't do it. Don't let something anybody wants you to do cause you to rearrange what you initially had planned for your day. Stick to what you have planned. This all comes down to just loving yourself, setting boundaries with people. You give somebody skates, they're gonna start ice skating. And I know you guys heard that before, but that is literally so true. Back to limiting who has access for you guys. Be a forgiving person, but set boundaries. God forgave us, so we forgive other people, but you still want to set boundaries with people, guys. You can forgive people and still love them from a distance. You can forgive somebody and still don't have to talk to them. You forgive them always for you. You don't, even if you don't really want to forgive them, work on forgiveness. And that ties into my next one. Be forgiving, guys, okay? Half the time when someone's done something to you, they're not even thinking about it as much as you are. They done moved on with their life and you're still holding a grudge, not forgiving them. Forgive them and set yourself free. And it took me a while to forgive people for certain situations, because I have been really hurt in my past. But, you know, I just prayed about it and stuff like that. I read this book and it was like different forgiveness exercises. One was like, you say their name. So blank, I forgive you, now I set myself free. And you can say that a bunch of times as needed. Like, say Johnny, for example. We're gonna use a random name. Johnny, I forgive you, now I set myself free. Keep saying it repeatedly and it's just gonna come. Like I said, word of tongue is important. But yes, definitely just forgive people for yourself, for your peace, for your sanity, guys. Like, it was this one person that I could not forgive, and it was driving me crazy seeing that person just happy living their life, and I felt miserable at the time. Like, you did this to me and you're just happy living your life. And exactly my point, you will hold this strong grudge while they're happy living their life. So you might as well just forgive them for your sanity and for your peace. This is how it's coming out so far. Something else I'm going to tell you guys is to have faith. I don't know if you guys are religious or not. I know some of you guys are, maybe some of you aren't. But if you do believe in God and everything, have faith. It was times when I was going through it, and all I needed was faith, because God is going to do it every time. When you don't have faith, when you lose faith, it's showing you don't trust God. When you're worrying, it's showing you don't trust God. Have faith that everything is going to work out. God promised us that he will always be there when we need him. So just have faith. You guys don't have to stress all the time about situations that you can't control. Give it to God. Now I started just giving my problems to God. Like, I don't even I can honestly say now I'm at the point I don't stress about anything. I give it to God. I pray about it. Like, I talk to God. Like, he's my friend. He is my friend. He's our father. But I talk to him all the time when I'm driving, just in my bed, like, just randomly. Like, I talk to him every day. Like, he's my best friend. Like, and yeah, anything that you feel like is overbearing, that you can't handle, give it to God, and he's just gonna take it from there. It was times when I didn't have no money. I didn't know how this was gonna get paid. I didn't know how this was gonna get paid. God made sure it was paid. So that just goes to show, like, just have faith. Have faith. That's all you need in life. Faith. And I know sometimes it can be hard when you are going through stuff. It's like, oh my God, like, when is this gonna change? When is this gonna change? I always believe in perfect timing, divine timing, guys, okay? Just have faith and you will be okay. I promise you. When you guys first wake up in the morning, please, first thing you do not go on your phone unless you're clicking on a Bible app, okay? Breathe when you get up, guys, okay? You don't have to reach for your phone the first day. And I catch myself doing this sometimes, but I stop and be like, okay, let me pray first. Let me just, you know, live in the moment. I feel like we are so attached to our phones, and it is crazy. Literally, it is crazy. But first thing in the morning, try not to go on your phone. Try to pray first, meditate, clear your mind, you know? What you do in the morning will set the tone for how the rest of the day is going to go. So this is how it's looking right now. I don't know where exactly I was going with this. Kind of just really freestyling, doing whatever comes to mind. Another thing I want to say, guys, is stop thinking that you have to have it all together. Guys, like, I know it stresses us out a lot. Like, we feel like, oh my God, I'm this age, I feel like I should be here. Everyone moves at their own pace. That's why we see a lot of people on social media living this lifestyle that we want to live. We don't know what it took them to get there. We don't know what they've been through in life. So don't ever compare your journey to anyone else's. You will get exactly where you need to be when you need to be there. You will get to where you need to be exactly when you need to be there. So just stop stressing about life. Live in the present moment. Stop worrying about, oh my God, next week I got to do this, next week, next month, next year. When that hasn't even come yet, live in the present moment. Be content in the space you are in now. Be content in the present moment. Don't worry about time that hasn't even happened yet. You also want to make sure that you guys are trusting your intuition, okay? Trust your gut feeling. We trust other people more than we trust ourselves. Trust your gut feeling. If you're about to go out, you have a gut feeling that's saying stay home, stay home. You don't have that gut feeling for no reason. So make sure that you guys are trusting it, okay? Something that's also really important is knowing which thoughts are yours and which thoughts aren't yours, okay? Because a lot of the times we hear all these negative things in our mind. Those aren't your thoughts. Those are not your thoughts, okay? Like, when you're saying you're broke, when you're calling yourself ugly, that's the devil, that's demons. Those are not your thoughts. So just pray about that. Tell God to, you know, tell God to give you the ability to decipher which thoughts are yours, which thoughts aren't yours. Because I feel like it'd be a million thoughts running through our head a day. Half of those thoughts don't even be ours sometimes. So it's good to have control over your mind. And I know it seems impossible, but when you force yourself to literally think positive, and that's all you're gonna think. Like, I try not to let no negative thoughts even have the ability to even enter my mind. Like, I stop it right in its tracks before it gets too far. In 2023, I also want you guys to be selfish with yourselves, okay? Not everybody deserves your time. Not everybody even deserves to be around you. Be selfish. Like I said earlier in the video, limit your accessibility to people. Like, be selfish with yourself. And I'm not saying be selfish in a sense like, F everybody, I don't gotta give nothing away, I'm just, no. Be selfish and selfless at the same time. But be selfish as in a sense, Don't let people play with you. Don't give people the chance to even do nothing foul to you. Start cutting stuff off at the first red flag. Teach people how to treat you. That's how you teach people how to treat you. We complain that we go through this, this person did that, this person did this. In reality, we teach people how to treat us. What we allow will continue. So if someone keeps doing messed up stuff to you, if your boyfriend keeps cheating on you, it's your fault. You taught him how to treat you. You taught him what you were gonna allow. So be selfish, okay? Be selfish. And that's definitely something that I did struggle with for a while, but I'm at the point I feel like I'm very selfish with myself. I don't let my energy be around anybody. That goes into my next thing. Act as your higher self would. And I tell my girlfriend this all the time. Acting as your higher self is in, your higher self wouldn't be at certain places. Your higher self wouldn't say certain things. Your higher self wouldn't do certain things. So act as your higher self and you become your higher self. That's the easiest way to manifest and attract things, is to acting as you would act if you're already in that position, okay? So if I know my higher self wouldn't be at clubs every day, my higher self wouldn't be hanging around people who use me, my higher self wouldn't be hanging around people who just don't have no ambition, so those are not the people I'm around. My higher self would be at coffee shops, fashion weekend, at the beach, listening to music, meditating. Like, you know, my higher self would be doing stuff like that. My higher self wouldn't be cursing. My higher self would watch my language. So I catch my, and I'm not gonna act like I'm this perfect person. I catch myself lacking a lot, but you want to be able to catch yourself and be able to pick yourself right back up to where you started messing up. Be able to recognize your flaws, recognize what you're doing wrong. And when you just, and that all ties in with knowing yourself. So definitely act as your higher self was one of the biggest things I was doing that honestly changed my life. Like, oh, Jaelah, you want to go to this telly? No, my higher self would not be doing that. So if anybody, if you're thinking about doing anything, always ask yourself, would my higher self do that? If the answer is no, don't do it, babe. Don't do it. And how will you ever become your higher self if you're not acting as your higher self? Acting as your higher self now only makes it easier for when you are where you want to be, because you mentally are already there. Even with money, if we're just talking about money, money is a mindset to me, okay? Money is a mindset to me. You are always rich in your thoughts before you are rich physically, okay? If I never told y'all anything, I told y'all that, okay? Sometimes don't always focus on your outer appearance. Focus on your soul. Heal your soul. Treat your soul. We get our hair, makeup, lashes, everything done, but what are we doing for our soul? As much as you want to treat everything on the outside, treat your soul the same way. That's why I told you guys, like, meditate, do stuff for your soul, because you can be beautiful on the outside, but if your soul is broken, your soul is empty, then what really are you? Because I feel like, okay, now I'm kind of getting a little spiritual and stuff like that, but I feel like when we die, our body dies. Our soul lives eternally. Our soul lives forever. So that's why I'm telling you guys to take care of your soul, okay? Don't forget that, because I feel like a lot of people just be so focused on the outer part of them. They're not even healed. They don't even love themselves. Love yourself. And this is so cliche, but love yourself or nobody will. When you love yourself, it exudes. It, like, people can tell when someone loves themselves. Walk up in the room, head high. With your head high always. Don't let nobody see you down. You walk in a room like God sent you there personally. Something else I do want to add on too before we end the video. You feel like you're having a bad day. Did you really have a bad day? Or did you let something that happened in 5 minutes ruin your whole day? We control our emotions, guys. We control what we let bother us. We control what we let affect us. Don't let a bad 5 minutes ruin the rest of your day, guys. Literally, put everything into God's hands. Anything that gets too overwhelming, give it to God, because God can handle it. When we feel like we can't handle it, God can handle it. But I honestly want you guys just to be the best versions of yourself, okay? If you didn't watch my story about opening up about my past and everything, you can definitely go watch that to kind of know, like, my past and what I've been through and transitioning to the person that I literally am today. Like, looking at my past self, I never would have thought that I would ever be here, and I literally give all glory and thanks to God. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about too. I've been getting closer to him and everything like that, and I just felt amazing since I let God back in my life. I've never felt this good. I never had this much faith. Like, Oh my god, like I get shivers kind of talking about it. Like I just got like something through my body, like it's the Holy Spirit. Like, but yeah, like I literally get shivers talking about him. Like he's so good, never failed me. Like he made a promise to always be there for us, to take care of us. And then it's like, why would I talk bad about myself when God created me? Why am I calling God creation ugly? Why am I calling God creation broke? Like, if God is not going to talk to you like that, why are you talking to yourself like that? And this video is probably all over the place, but I'm really just telling you guys my thoughts, like raw and uncut. Like I didn't write nothing down or anything like that. This is coming straight from the mind and straight how I feel. But I be watching a lot of sermons and stuff like that, podcasts about Jesus. And I've got this new Bible called She Reads Truth Bible. I seen on TikTok. And I love it. Definitely been getting more into reading it. And I've always been spiritual, but I wasn't as deep in as I should have been until now. But I feel like we're at the time and age, like, I feel like we just all should be kind of building our relationship with him before you build your relationship with anybody else. Like, I feel like we so worried about money, getting money, stressing about money. Get closer to God. We're worried about the wrong stuff. We're worried about all these materialistic earthly possessions. You think they stressing about money in heaven and stuff like that? So why would we sit and stress about it now? And I know it's easier said than done. That's why I tell you guys to just have faith, okay? Create your heaven on earth here. While we are here for the meantime, create your heaven on earth, okay? When you start looking at life like you're living on a heaven on earth, it'll be so much easier for you. Okay, don't stress yourself out about things you can't control, guys. So yeah, I've been getting more into reading the Bible and everything like that. And you know, sometimes we don't realize that we're literally living in a blessing right now. We're living in something that we prayed for right now. So sometimes just stop, breathe, like reflect on your life, give appreciation. Like I feel like we be so caught up with life itself, we forget to thank the person who made us, the person who brought us here, the person who helps us every day, who guides us. A podcast that I do recommend if you guys are into podcasts, Soft Life Through Christ. I love that podcast. I watch Transformation Church a lot on YouTube. My favorite pastor right now is Michael Todd. And yeah, I listen to them. I listen to podcasts and stuff. Like now I would listen to one if I wasn't filming, but I listen to them like in stuff like this or when I'm driving. Like I rarely listen to music now. Like I'm so quick to go on YouTube, put on a podcast. Like that's how I know like I'm just maturing and growing up. Like music is getting old to me now. Things that I used to love, I'm starting to fall out of love with it. And that's how you know when you're having a spiritual awakening. And I feel like I'm at that stage, like partying, all of that. The music that we listen to, drinking, like gossiping, all of that, like I just have no room in my life for that. So when you let God in, he can push out everything that serves you no purpose. Pray, guys. Praying is so important. Talk to God, like literally talk to him every chance you get. He is gonna guide you. He is going to be your best friend. And yeah, I don't get too specific and stuff when I am talking about God and everything like that, because like I'm still learning, so I don't want to be like false preaching and stuff. That's why I just tell you guys, you know, based off like what I do know, everything like that. But I love reading the Bible. Like I stopped reading all my other books I was reading, and they weren't even bad. It was like mental health books, kind of like they're still good. I would still read them, but I just been only really reading the Bible right now. I'm actually gonna read it right when I get home. But yes, that's gonna be the last thing I do touch on, just working on your relationship with God, and you're gonna see how much better your life gets. Like I went from working, being depressed, family problems, friendship problems, to where I am now. Like I'm completely at peace, have my own business. Like life couldn't be better. Like I'm healing from past trauma. Like I'm addressing my hurt and healing from it. Address your hurt. That's a step for healing, guys. Address who hurt you, then work on forgiveness. Set yourself free. That's all steps with healing. Heal your soul. Heal the little version of you. Heal your childhood self, guys. So I'm just gonna outline all of this in black. I feel like I would definitely like it better. So that was it for this video. Let me know if you guys want a part 2, because I could literally go all day talking about this, but I could definitely do another part 2 if you guys do like this. Let me know if you guys want more videos like this, me giving you advice and everything like that. I love you guys so much. Thank you for the continued support. Thank you for always supporting me. I would not be here today if it wasn't for you guys, and I just love you guys like literally so much. Let me know down in the comments what you guys guys think, any advice that you want to add on to mine for all the viewers watching. And I will see you guys later. Love you guys.
Don't waste my